So I was sitting down and beginning to read the introductory biographical material to this 1795 edition of Thomson's poem, The Seasons. And I got a good whiff of the book. I stuck my nose right down in it. And the only way to describe it is to say that it smells exactly like a memory I have of being in my grandfather's basement, my paternal grandfather's basement, when I was 6 years old. Concrete floor, dirty old carpet, and opening a box of Meccano, which is a children's toy from the mid-20th century, made completely out of metal, a building set. But there's a distinct smell to it, to opening that box of Meccano, that this book just smells like it. And then it reminded me of something else I've been reading this week. This is The Private Papers of Henry Ryecroft by George Gissing. And he has a section in here talking about books, particular copies of books. And he says, I know men who say they have had as lief read any book in a library copy as in one from their own shelf. To me, that is unintelligible. For one thing, I know every book of mine by its scent, and I have but to put my nose between the pages to be reminded of all sorts of things. Mr. Gibbon, for example, my well-bound 8-volume Milman edition, which I have read and read and read again for more than 30 years. Never do I open it, but the scent of the noble pages restores me to all the exultant happiness of that moment when I received it as a prize. And books all have distinct smells, and this one, I know every time I go to read it, I am going to be taken back to my grandfather's basement.